we're here to talk about On the Horizon, trust and energy transition decision-making, the sort of next phase of positive energy. And given that a lot of the topics have been discussed all throughout the days, I'm going to kind of hope to put a different spin on some of these topics and some of these discussion points we've talked about. But prior to getting into that, just a little bit of sort of background of where I'm coming from. I'm a newer member of the Positive Energy team. I'm based at the University of Victoria on Vancouver Island, an engineer by trade, and do sort of energy pathway techno-economic modeling. And my interactions with the Positive Energy team and how they showed up on our radar, I might be one of the few people that Monica hasn't actually managed to sit down and say, you need to join our team. I think Positive Energy has generated its own momentum, that it is now a force to be reckoned with. It doesn't need someone to sit there on its own and push it through, that it has started to get that, because it showed up on our radar. As soon as we type public confidence in energy into Google, you'll see Positive Energy show up. And quite honestly, that's how we started, because we were looking at all our techno-economic predictions of pathways to decarbonization. We said, well, this is all great, but this never works because public confidence slows it down. So how do we start to introduce those into our sort of engineering world? How do we bring these sort of soft but highly dependent variables into our modeling? And we reached out to the Positive Energy team, and all due respect to everyone who's part of the team, to really bringing us into the fold and saying, look, we can do this together. Let's try and cross some boundaries, break down some silos, and let's bring the engineers in. So really excited. We've got a great panel to go through here. I'll give you a quick read through of what's in the agenda, just because I think it does a great job of sort of introducing it there. And then I'll let the panelists go through their comments. So without further ado, transitioning Canada's energy system to lower emissions configurations will entail, in a relatively brief span of about 30 years, a transformation of the nature and scale approximating that last seen at the beginning of the 20th century, when power grids and petroleum-based transportation came to dominate energy systems. So massive. Public confidence and trust in energy transition decision-making, including investor confidence, important, will be an essential driver of the speed, which is a very important part of it, and the effectiveness at which Canada can transform its energy systems. To that end, Positive Energy's Trust and Transition Project will provide sustained research and engagement on the challenges and opportunities to strengthen public confidence and trust in energy transition decision-making. So 4 main themes are currently on the agenda, and we look forward to getting interaction and discussions around these. The information base, the data, in order to inform this decision-making process. The governance and coordination of expanded roles for municipal and Indigenous authorities, something we just discussed in the last panel, but will continue to expand. Social acceptance of new energy technologies which both exist now, but that maybe we don't even have a complete grasp of what they are, as well as the role of various energy sources, oil, gas, nuclear, and renewables, as part of this transition. So wide range of scope, and we've got a great panel which will all jump into different aspects of that. So without further breakdown, I'm going to pass over to Alan from Siri to give us some topical thoughts to start the discussion.